So these are all the things that we have done it from old premises. Old furniture. Giving new Krishna. Tirupati, Annamaya.
Annamaya 6 districts. From this place.
Total 4 to 46.
From this place, 3 districts, sir. Annamaya, Chittoor, and Tirupati. Krishna and
Separation. Computer electronic and legal office. This server and then this legal office and ID.
conference, sir.
Photographer, come back. Rashaka.
योजितं मया युहानमङ्गलं वेदं त्रैलोक्यज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते सर्वमङ्गलमागौरी नारायणि नमोऽस्तुते महादेवी च विद्महे विष्णुपत्नी स्वामी देवाय परमात्मने ज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते
So Richard? No.
Thank you. It's more than 20 years since the site was allotted to the bank. That means re-allotted this particular site. Now our wish is fulfilled. In the history of Sapthagiri Grameena Bank, today is a very special one. Today is also a memorable one because of the presence of our distinguished guest with a very high profile. You had, it is in fact, one more thing, all his experiences, Sir has wrote a book which was published, and it is helping many of the RRBNs, particularly in the management side, and I am very happy to announce that it has come in a time where some discussions are happening on the amalgamation part. Is enriched. So it is really a memorable one because of the presence of our ED sir here, all of the general manager sir and other executives just left, director sir and MLA's father, the trust chairman. Sir, we feel greatly honored and blessed with your august presence. On behalf of Sapthagiri Grameena Bank and team, I express my sincere thanks for considering our request and come here all the way to grace the occasion despite your busy schedules. With immense pleasure, we extend our warm welcome to you all, sir. In fact, recently I visited Sir, but how busy he was in real sense, I come to know. I could not meet sir when he was in his chambers. Always scheduled meetings and other programs. So it is really fortunate that, and in fact, I feel that you also can join me in I take pleasure in welcoming our ex-chairman of the recent past, Sri Suribabu Garu, Sudhakar Garu, similarly Ravi Shankar Garu. Achievement of rules prosperity that objective in a very consistent manner. Today, our bank is almost on par. We has HO. We have 5 regional offices, including of around 1200. Grameena Bank, Sapthagiri Grameena Bank has a steady track record in all the vital areas and CRAR, ROA, etc.
And the staff is strength more than 1,000. At that point of time, even at the time of amalgamation of 2006, the highest position in our bank would have been only of, I think, senior manager scale 3. Now you have reached up to AGM. So it shows that there is tremendous potential of growth, not only for the society, but also for your own self. But the prime thing which you have to keep in mind is the organizational interest. So one thing you should remember that you have to grow with your organization, and the basis of the growth of your organization as per the mandate of RRB Act is providing financial services to the excluded, underprivileged, unbanked customers. That gives you area of operation, area of scope, and the growth prospect. Still, if you see, there is a lot of difference between rural and urban segments of the economy, and no society. And this is particularly important in light of the fact that we are going to be $10 trillion economy by 2030. We cannot keep our 60 to 70% population, which is residing in the rural and semi-urban areas, to be excluded from the financial inclusion until unless each and everybody contributes towards the economic growth of the country. Presumption of economic developed nation will always elude us. And it is more on part of the RRBs which were being established for the same purpose of providing economic transformation towards the rural areas or far-flung rural areas where were still not covered under the financial inclusion program or the branch banking program of the government. That's why if you see, Government of India is continuously devising new ways and means of reaching the unbanked areas. Initially, the criterion came of 10,000 population, one bank in those areas, then 5,000. Now it has percolated down to 3,000. Majority of the services, I think, will be aware. If I'm correct, it is close to 60 services which we are offering through BC points. So if we offer all those services, you train the BCs for that, it will not only improve the performance of our bank, but also the financial position for BCs also, and they will feel more involved in the functioning of the bank because their income levels will go, their performance will go, and ultimately it will benefit the society. So my compliments to each one of you for this outstanding feat, and also for the fact that you are one of the RRBs where per employee profitability and per employee business is highest in RRB segments. Diversification this juncture, so that, and followed by that is the branch expansion or the BC expansion that has to be taken on priority, because for quite a long time the branch expansion has been on the slower path. Looking to the economic development and the economic transition from rural to urban economy, that is gaining traction. If that is gaining traction, we cannot develop big cities, but we will develop viable centers, townships, or viable township centers. There might be amalgamation, what your chairman was referring to, But for you people, it gives an opportunity where you can encash or capitalize on the economies of scale and scope. Because there is no competition for you. What amalgamation is? It is giving you the larger area of operation. No branch is going to be closed because your area and their areas, they are completely separate areas. So for you, it is not an issue of challenge. It is an opportunity. So you have to explore the opportunities, you have to explore the potentialities, convergences, and should capitalize on that. If you do that, in no time, you can become the biggest economic transformer of the state, because so far you are confined to the erstwhile 2 districts. Now your area of operation will engulf the entire state.